who we are and not what we have, regardless what we have. Thank you for coming all today.
So first, just a tiny bit of housekeeping. There is a flyer in your packet that gives all of the U=U activities that are going to be taking place through the course of this week. We do plan to have a large contingent, and that means all of you, in the U=U group joining the march tomorrow, and we'll be posting online the location where we're meeting. And finally, our reception is not outside, it's in a restaurant, and so folk upstairs in this building, so folk outside will be guiding us so that we all make it, and I hope to see you all there. Now, usually at this kind of event, I'm invited to speak at the end because I'm seen as a closer, which means that I often spend the evening before trying to think up some inspirational things to say that will move people to action. Well, this time I cheated. I didn't do anything on my closing remarks last night. Instead, I just sat and listened carefully with my cell phone turned off. And this is what I heard. U=U means living our lives without shame, guilt, or fear. Still, a majority of people don't know this or don't believe it. We got the final test. My daughter is HIV negative. We can now look to the future with hope and joy. We are changing history. We are writing our own history. Fear turned to anger at the world for hiding information from me, at my country for not offering me what I need. I decided I could use that anger for change. I not only believe in U=U, I live U=U. See me as the human being that I am. We have the right to information, and no one has the right to withhold it from us. It is true that we should take our ARVs for ourselves, but it helps to know that you can't give the virus to the person you love. We need partnership with prepsters. The only cure right now for HIV stigma is resilience. Zero risk equals zero excuses. If you're a part of an organization sitting on information, you have a responsibility. You are killing us. Fight HIV colonialism. Sexual pleasure for women living with HIV. Too many people still lack faith in the message. We need to heal the wounds of the past caused by stigma. So many heroes are in this room. I was skeptical, but I read about it. I believe it, and now I won't shut up. It has freed me. We felt it unethical not to tell our patients that they can relax and have sex without fear. Helping people to live with dignity, intimacy, and confidence. Tell the stories of hope and empowerment. It's not just stigma. U=U is a new tool for advocacy for treatment. Access to treatment and care is the biggest barrier to the U=U movement. They still don't like us. Where's the key population investment fund? Just tell us where the fucking money is. There are so many doctors around the world who don't want to believe it. There is a power that comes from changing laws that is transformative, so this must be a part of U=U. Your punitive laws are aiding and abetting the virus. U=U is an important tool to get to the 90s and the 3 zeros. Actually, moms don't have to formula feed. They can breastfeed. Our babies are okay. The joy I have seen in these moms' faces and the relief, it's life-changing. There's a different kind of loving and cuddling, and that is a mom breastfeeding her child. Perhaps it's time for the medical community to accept absence of evidence for proof of the hypothesis. We need to decriminalize drug users. We need to do away with the moral model. Many of us do drugs and we have sex. I am a stigma fighter, so don't mess around with me. After 3 years, I wasn't dead yet, so I decided to have a child. Many of us are waiting for that moment. Yes, we can breastfeed. I say that to the scientists. Hurry up, do your jobs. U=U will emancipate people living with HIV. Jurisdictional evidence counts. This is not just science. This is a celebration of life and love. No more homophobia. I love to be naked. Why do you have naked people in your clinic? Because it looks so great. Because it is me talking, you will hear references to musical theater and bum sex. I really think we've won this one. The truth will win out. We have created more than just a ripple. We have created a wave. Now, we are at the start of a new era. Sex with someone with an undetectable viral load is safe sex. This has granted us freedom from fear. We know that we are sharing the U=U message gives people their lives back. All of you here are our ambassadors, our warriors. As the president of the IAS, I wholly endorse U=U. So, those are all of the messages that I heard. I hope you heard very much the same and even more. I think pretty much most people around here know that I'm an AIDS activist. Most of you probably know that I'm a proud gay man. And I've been living with HIV for now more than 18 years. What always surprises people is to hear that, I don't know where that's coming from, what always surprises people is to hear that I'm an ordained Baptist minister. I bring that up because I believe that there's actually a spiritual element to U=U that we cannot ignore, that we need to include as we talk about this. Now, being a Baptist minister, I sometimes have to explain to people, means that I'm an evangelical Christian. Well, at least in the United States, the phrase evangelical doesn't go over so well these days. But what evangelical means in the original Greek is just this: good news. And so, I ask you to accept this benediction. Go forth in power to proclaim the good news that U=U. Speak with confidence that together we can end stigma and fear. Together we can demand treatment for all. Together we can end the HIV epidemic. Together we can usher in a future filled with hope and joy. Amen.